School, headed by our hardworking management administrator, Mrs. Joyce R. Malinaw, our school principal, Mrs. Alicia M. Danao, our assistant school principal, Mrs. Maria Teresa A. Torrechante, our school registrar, Mrs. Ana Maria Cristina R. Domingo, our human resource officer, Mrs. Mary Grace Villaluna, our OIC Technical Facilities and Multimedia, Mrs. Crystal E. Flor, our OIC Technical Facilities 2, Mr. J. Marco Diamat, school coordinators, assistant school coordinators, team leaders, teachers, office staff, and Franciscan students, a pleasant and marvelous day to each and every one. To formally start our program, may I request everyone to please stand for an invocation to be followed by the national anthem and Franciscan hymn.
Lord, make me an instrument of your peace. Where there is hatred, let me sow love. Where there is injury, pardon. Where there is doubt, faith. Where there is despair, hope. Where there is darkness, light. And where there is sadness, joy. O Divine Master, grant that I may not so much seek to be consoled as to console, to be understood as to understand, to be loved as to love. For it is in giving that we receive. It is in pardoning that we are pardoned. And it's in dying that we are born to eternal life. Amen.
Mga kababayan, ang pambansang awit ng Pilipinas.
Kayang mag-ibig, telas ng sinakalan, alam ng puso, sa titik mo'y buhay. Lupang hinirang, kuyan ka ng magiting, sa manluluping, di ka pasisigil, sa nagagapulok sa simoy at sa langit ang bangaw, ay hinatang tula, kawin sa pagkayang minamahal. Ang isang lang matawad mo'y tagumpay na nag-iinig, ang bituin at araw niya kailan ang ay di magdidinig. Luman ang araw ng warhabing pagsinta, buhay langit sa piling ko. Ang inigaya na pagkay mga amin, ang
Please be seated. Welcome back to school, everyone. As the year begins, I wish Franciscan students, parents, teachers, and staff a wonderful school year. I hope that your summer vacation has given you all the opportunity to rest, relax, recharge, and spend time with family and friends with social distancing and COVID safe protocols. As we settle into our schools and learning spaces, I am excited for the coming school year and the engaging and innovative education opportunities ahead. Before anything else, let us read the orientation reminders. The webinar session will be recorded for school purposes only. Your microphone is automatically muted upon entry to avoid disruptions. We encourage you to open your camera during the orientation. If you feel that you need to ask questions, you may interact with the speaker using the chat feature of Zoom. Let us hear a welcoming message from the one and only Schools Management Administrator, Mrs. Joyce Ann R. Malinaw.
A pleasant day to everyone. It's time to begin again, and we are glad you're here with us for school year 2021-2022. Online distance learning may be difficult, but we are up for the challenge. May this new academic year bring about new discoveries and exciting experiences which will shape and form us to the fullest. We are also hope that this year resilient education can encourages us every day to keep up striving and trying no matter what circumstances life may bring. I'm also inviting you tomorrow, August 20, at 8 o'clock in the morning. We will have a Thanksgiving Mass to be shared via Facebook Live. Again, welcome back, Franciscans.
Thank you so much, Mom. Indeed, let's embrace and face the new year ahead. For today's agenda, we will be having 7 speakers to tackle the important information, a guide for this challenging virtual academic year. To start off, let's give the stage to Ms. Darlene Princess F. Limus, the school coordinator of Los Pinos branch. She will be discussing about the attendance, virtual classroom rules, and list of materials, while Mrs. Selna B. Elpa, the school coordinator of Woodside branch, will discuss about the uniform and grooming.
To the administration of the school, headed by our management administrator, Mrs. Joyce Ann R. Malinaw, to our school principal, Mrs. Alice G. Danao, to our assistant principal, Mrs. Maria Teresa A. Torrechante, to our school registrar, Mrs. Ana Maria Cristina R. Domingo, school coordinators, assistant school coordinators, team leaders, office staff, students, and parents, a pleasant afternoon to all. Today, I'm going to discuss to you the attendance, list of materials, and virtual classroom rules. Slide po. Okay, what is the definition of attendance? Number 1, the act of being present at a place. Number 2, a record of how often a person goes to a class, meeting, etc. Number 3, the number of people present at an event or meeting. Next po. Okay, since our school is conducting an online class, the pupils and students are expected to join in their class via Zoom at least 5 minutes before the start of their class. Next slide po. However, in case that the learners encounter difficulties to connect because of weak or slow Wi-Fi connection, rest assured that the teacher assigned will make his or her Zoom class open until such time that the learners can join the class. Next. Regarding absences, in such situation that the learners are not feeling well and cannot join the online class, the parent should inform the class advisor regarding the reason of her child's presence. A message through text and messenger will do. However, we will like to inform you that attendance is a part of the performance task of a pupil and student. Okay. Virtual classroom rules. What are the virtual classroom rules? Number 1, be on time. Please log in 5 minutes before the scheduled time. Number 2, mute your microphone. Unmute only if being asked to do so. Number 3, camera on. Kindly check your background. Number 4, click and raise hand button or use the chat box if you have questions. Number 5, avoid distraction. Number 6, wear proper clothes. Number 7, prepare all the needed materials. And number 8, practice academic honesty at all times. Next slide po. What are the list of school materials? Next slide po. Next, ma'am. Next po. Next po. Okay, in high school or junior high school department, so ang inyong materials po ay notebooks, ballpen, scientific calculator, flash drive. Next po. In senior high school naman po. Next po. Okay. Same lang din po sa senior high school. Notebooks, ballpen, scientific calculator, flash drive. So kung meron kayong mga notebooks or fillers na na hindi nagagamit, pwede na po yun. Okay, that's all. Thank you. Ipasa ko na po kay Ma'am Elpa.
Good afternoon to all. School uniform. The school requires our pupils and students to wear their uniform during online class. The reason behind it, because we are trying to keep our learners focused and create a sense of unity and the task of learners. Siguro ko alam naman ninyo yun, rules and regulation natin, students na magsuot tayo ng school uniform. Even you are there in your home. Next slide po. For the new students, if you still not have your school uniform, you were given at least until October to prepare and purchase. For the meantime, you were asked to wear an appropriate clothing during your class hour. Pwede naman na plain white t-shirt, plain white blouse, yung appropriate na kaaya-ayang tingnan ng iyong teacher. Hindi yung naka-sando, mga malaki na kayo, junior and senior high school na kayo. Next po. Schedule for uniform. Monday to Friday, Monday to Thursday, school uniform. Nakikita po ba ninyo yun, yung old student and new student? Friday naman, PE uniform. Talagang, yun, PE uniform, jogging pants at saka yung PE uniform. Available iyon sa ating paaralan. Next po. Yun, makikita ninyo senior high school. Ang uniform ng senior high school, iyan nasa taas. At sa baba naman, yung junior high school. Yun mga activities natin na nakaraan. Next po, ma'am. Yun, PE uniform. Every Friday, yan ang sinusuot sa MAPI time ninyo. PE uniform. Grooming policy. Next po, ma'am. Haircut, strange and unusual hairstyle violate the school grooming policies. Blonde hair or with hair color. Tingnan niyo yun mga dalagat binata. Hindi pwede ang pwede na sa inyo. As a school rules and regulation, kailangan wag blonde hair. kagaya ng kulay-kulay na yan. Dahil it represents physical operate sa inyo bilang isang estudyante. Next. Mohawk, punk style, and skinhead. Nakikita naman ninyo yung mga boy. Hindi pwede ang pwede na sa inyo. Next. Haircut boy. After combing down the hair in all directions, it should not touch the back collar of the polo shirt, upper portion of the ear. Bang should not exceed the eyebrow. Nails should have no part.
Ma'am Elpa, nakamute ka po. Nakamute ka, ma'am.
Ba't hindi nasabi, ma'am?
Hindi, yung huli lang, ma'am. Itong huli lang po.
Okay. Sige po. Thank you po, Ma'am Punday. Ma'am Punday. Tapos na po. Last na po itong...
Okay po. Thank you po, ma'am.
Okay.
So, next up, let's have the Zoom application to be discussed by our Assistant School Registrar, Mrs. Jenny V. Ramos.
Hello, good afternoon. Naririnig po ako ng lahat?
Yes, Ma'am Jen.
Yeah, so good afternoon, everyone. So, I'm here to present my report regarding Zoom. I know na ang iba sa inyo parang tumataas na yung mata kasi parang alam na nila yung Zoom na, ma'am, kahit nakapikit, alam na po namin yan. So, meron pa rin po tayong i-remind para lalong-lalo na po sa mga new students po natin sa St. Francis. So, welcome sa inyo sa ating school year 21 and 22. So, i-brief, ko lang po, yung report ko regarding Zoom para ma-remind po tayo ulit kasi nga, di ba, nagbakasyon. So, yung iba nalibang sa K-drama, nalibang sa mga K-pop, nakalibang sa mga online games, kaya medyo nakalimot na at hindi na nabibisita o nagagalaw si Zoom. So, ayan po. So, ano ba ang di-discuss ko? So, unang-una, how to sign up for the first time. Yun yung mga minention ko kanina na first-timer natin or ngayon lang ulit makakagamit ng Zoom or yung mga new students po natin. Pangalawa, paano po natin mada-download and paano po tayo mag-join sa mga class meeting po natin and mga best practices while nasa Zoom tayo, which is nabanggit din po kanina nila Ma'am Limos, ni Ma'am Elpa, yung virtual classroom rooms. Okay po. So, number 1, how to sign up for the first time. Yan po. So, syempre po, pupunta po tayo sa website ng Zoom. Yan. So, doon po sa taas, sa address bar, ilalagay po natin yung www.zoom.us.com. Then, makikita po natin sa top right corner, i-click po natin yung sign up. And wag po kayo mag-alala because it's free. Yan, basang-basa naman natin dyan. Okay, next, i-enter po natin ang email address and click sign up. So, pag gagamit po tayo ng Zoom, wag po natin kakalimutan na kailangan po natin ng active na email address and password. Dapat po sa ulo po natin yan. Mas lalo na po kung Gmail ang gamit. Okay po? Wag po natin kakalimutan yung mga password natin sa mga Gmail natin. Kung paano hindi natin nakakalimutan yung password o mansari ng mga jowa airs natin, no? So wag po natin yung kakalimutan yung email natin. So next po, you will receive an email. So from Zoom to activate your account. So pag after po natin mag-sign up sa Zoom, punta po tayo sa Gmail account natin, then i-activate po natin yung account natin for Zoom. The next po, mare-redirect na po tayo doon sa ating Zoom. So kung makikita nyo po dyan sa screen, i-encode po natin dyan yung first name, yung last name, yung password, and yun na po. Pwede na po nating magamit ang Zoom po natin. So, alam nyo na kung meron tayong dalawang way para makapag-Zoom. Una po ito yung sa through website, and pangalawa po through application. So, mas nire-recommend ko po na gumamit tayo ng apps na naka-install sa ating laptop and computer kasi mas madali natin siyang ma-access o magagamit. So, kung paano naman po natin yan mada-download, so punta pa rin po tayo dun sa may website ng Zoom, ida-download po natin yan, then okay na agad. Okay po, so ganun lang kadali ang lahat. So, paano tayo mag-join sa class natin? So, ito po yung kapag meron na tayong apps, makikita nyo po dito sa left side ng aking screen. So, merong new meeting, may join, may schedule, and share. Ayan po. So, ang i-click lang po natin dyan is yung join. Okay? So, once you're in the meeting, so, meron po dyan na may i-connect tayo sa audio or kung ano po yung ginagamit natin. So, mas ina-advise po namin na ang mga estudyante starting this year ay gagamit po ng laptop or computer sa during uma-attend po tayo ng mga class po natin sa Zoom. Bakit po? Kasi pag cellphone, may chance po kasi na iba ang ginagawa natin. O kaya lalo na yung nabanggit po kanina ni Ma'am Limos nung sa virtual classroom rules niya po, but maaari hindi po tayo naka-off yung camera. Talagang naka-open po, and yung kung kailangan lang nating naka-mute or unmute, doon lang po natin yun gagalawin. Okay po? So para mas naiintindihan natin yung sinasabi po ng ating teacher. So ano po yung mga best practices kapag nasa classroom po tayo? So pangalawa na po dito, babanggitin ko, check your internet speed. Okay? So kapag nakikita nyo, napapansin nyo po, lalong-lalo na kapag maulan, di ba po, medyo humihina yung connection. So, makipag-communicate na agad kayo sa advisor o kaya sa teacher nyo, sa subject teacher, nang sa ganon, hindi nyo mamimiss yung klase. Okay? So, laging iti-turn on yung camera kasi nga, gawain din namin to kahit kami matatanda na. Yan. So, ako, dalaga pa, charot. Kahit tayo matatanda na, talagang minsan, pag may mga orientation or may mga ganitong meeting, naka-off yung camera, sa, kumbaga, kala mo nakikinig talaga pero yung pala nanonood na ng iba. Okay? So sayang yung klase natin. And kung kailan lang tayo dapat magsalita or kailan lang dapat natin i-unmute, doon lang po natin gamitin. And syempre, maghanap po tayo ng place na maliwanag, huwag yung sobrang dilim. O kaya gawa natin ng paraan kasi 'di ba meron namang nabibili mga portable na ano ba 'yon, yung ilaw, ganyan, para nang sa ganon, hindi tayo, yung lampshade, ganyan, para medyo maganda-ganda naman yung labas natin sa camera. And, syempre, i-enjoy natin yung klase natin kahit na pandemic, kahit na pangalawang year na natin to sa virtual at parang nakakatamad, pero enjoyin lang natin yung pag-aaral natin habang nag-aaral pa tayo. Hindi kagaya ng iba na talagang walang kakayanan, pero thank God, di ba, meron tayong chance na makapag-aral. Okay po, so yun lang ang i-report ko about Zoom. Pero since meron tayong mga estudyante dito na grade 10, okay, so pa-react na lang ng raise hand po kung kayo ay mga grade 10 na. Ayan, so may mga nakikita akong mga grade 10 students dito. So kung sakali, baka pwede kayo ditong mag-apply pero hindi pa ngayon. Okay, so para po ito sa mga grade 10 students po natin, grade 10 learners, about voucher program. Ma'am, ano po ba yung voucher program? So yung voucher, ito po ay para sa mga grade 10 completers ng junior high school. Okay, kung ikaw ay grade 10 completer, pasok ka dito. Okay, ma'am, ano po ba yung voucher? So ito po ay ginagrant, ito po yung financial assistance na binibigay ng DepEd or ng PayUp para po sa mga qualified grade 10 completers po natin. Okay po? So, ang amount na ginagrant ni voucher from private school, dahil tayo po ay private school, nagkakahalaga ito ng 14,000. Malaking bagay, di ba? Malaki o malaki? Malaking, hindi pala siya bagay. Malaking halaga na rin yan, no? Para maka-discount ang ating mga magulang. So, 14,000 for grade 11 and 14,000 for grade 12. Okay po? Ayan. So ano po ba ang mga conditions pag naging voucher program beneficiaries? Kaunang-una, itong subsidy na to ay kailangan po ay dapat kumbaga hindi naman kailangan ng grade. Kumbaga hindi naman kailangan ng maintaining grade para makakuha ka ng voucher. Ma, paano yan? Grade 10 ako tapos pagkatapos ng school year na tong nakuha ko lang 75. Okay lang po ba yun? Okay lang yon. So wala tayong kailangang maintaining grade naman na kinukuha as long as makapasa tayo ng grade 10. So pag nawawala lang ang subsidy ng voucher kapag nag-drop out tayo in the middle of school year. So anong pinaka-ibig kong sabihin? Kailangan tuloy-tuloy ang pag-aaral natin ng grade 11, first sem, second sem, at tuloy-tuloy din pag-aaral natin ng grade 12, first sem and second sem. So kung paano mag-apply dyan, so bandang dulo ng ating itong school year, siguro by next year, no, magkakaroon ulit tayo ng orientation regarding po dito. So ang kagandahan lang, kapag sa St. Francis kayo na grade 11, or dito kayo mag-senior high school, tutulungan namin kayo sa pag-a-apply ng voucher. So yun naman yung matutulong namin or ma-help namin sa inyo na talagang i-assist namin kayo regarding sa pag-a-apply ng voucher. Okay, so yun lang. Maraming salamat sa inyong pakikinig. Kung may question po, mamaya na lang pa after ng mga speakers. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Ma'am Jen. And now, let's have our next speaker. Let's welcome our new schools registrar, Mrs. Ana Maria Cristina R. Domingo, to give us a thorough discussion about classroom management.
A pleasant afternoon to each and everyone. Okay, I would like to welcome the old student. Welcome back to the academic year. Welcome to another academic year 2021 to 2022. And for the new student, the transferees, welcome to the Franciscan family. Sana maging masaya, maging maganda, at maging fruitful po ang pag-i-stay niyo dito sa aming school. Okay, so without much further ado, I'm going to start my discussion to my topic, classroom assessment. Okay, what do we mean by classroom assessment? Para sa isang simpleng definition ng classroom assessment, ang classroom assessment class, it is the way of your teacher to gauge or measure what you have learned from your class discussion. So, ibig sabihin, ano ba yung natutunan natin dun sa mga dinidiscuss ng teacher natin? And aside from it, yung mga ginagawa nating activities such as recitation, quizzes, making of an assignment, answering your worksheets, lahat yon may numerical na katapat. So, yun ang tinatawag natin na classroom assessment. Okay, so what are the definitions of classroom assessment? Number one, it is a joint process that involves both teachers and learners. It is an integral part of teaching and learning. So, it is very essential to teaching and learning. Kasi nga, yan po yung nagiging paraan para mag-gradean po kayo. Ma'am, wait po, pakibalik lang po. Yan. Another definition is, it is a process that is used to keep track of learners' progress in relation to learning standard in the development of 21st century skills to promote self-reflection and personal accountability among students about their own learning, and to provide basis for the profiling of student performance on the learning competencies and standards of the curriculum. Various kinds of assessment shall be used appropriately for different learners who come from diverse contexts such as cultural background and life experiences. So basically, katulad ng sinabi ko sa inyo kanina, yung binanggit ko, ito yung kung paano kayo ina-assess ng teachers nyo sa mga ginagawa ninyo. Pero hindi lang doon natatapos ang classroom assessment. Ito rin yung nagiging way natin para magkaroon kayo or matutunan nyo ang isang skills. Matutunan nyo rin po yung kung malaman nyo, mag-gauge ninyo kung saan kayo malakas, kung saan kayo mahina. So isa rin yun sa na ibibigay ng classroom assessment. And profiling, when we talk about profiling of students, yung paggugrupo natin, kasi di ba minsan, nanggaling tayo sa iba't ibang provinces, sa iba't ibang lugar. So kung ano yung strategy na pwede namin gamitin para mas lalo kayong matuto, under pa rin po yun ng classroom assessment. Okay, so far po ba, naiintindihan natin kung anong ibig sabihin ng classroom assessment? Okay, so next slide. Okay, pahapyawan lang natin, magkaroon lang po tayo ng pagre-reminisce. Classroom assessment during face-to-face. Kitang-kita nyo naman, di ba? Class discussion, storytelling ng mga teachers, may mga activities tayo. So, when it comes to face-to-face, napakadaling gawin ng classroom assessment kasi magkakaharap po tayo, magkaharap ang teachers at ang mga estudyante. Mas na-oobserbahan namin kayo kasi nakikita namin kayo ng personal. However, due to the pandemic, ito po yung nangyari sa atin ngayon. Classroom assessment during online class. Next slide po. Okay, alam ko lahat yan nararanasan natin ngayon, 'di ba? Kahit na nasa bahay tayo, we have to do our task kasi yan na lang po yung magiging assessment or yan na lang po yung pagbabasihan ng mga teachers ninyo sa magiging grade po ninyo, 'di ba? Nagagawa po kayo ng worksheet, nakikinig po kayo sa discussion. If we have some important events such as ngayong August, di ba? Buwan ng wika. As you can see sa picture, di ba? Nakabarot saya yung dalawang estudyante. So kahit ganun pa man, gumagawa tayo ng paraan para ma-celebrate pa rin natin yung important events. At you can see dun sa public school, di ba? Meron silang module. Sa atin naman, ang counterpart niyan is the worksheet. Pero hindi siya ganun ka parang kahirap, mas madali ang ating worksheet. Kasi naman, online class po tayo, magkakaroon pa rin tayo ng discussion. Assessment later part po yun. Okay, next po. Okay, policies and guidelines for classroom assessment. So, yung mga pag-assess namin po sa inyo, hindi lang po namin basta gawa-gawa yan. Ito po ay binibigay po sa amin o binababa po ng Department of Education. So, dapat magkaroon din po tayo ng awareness dito sa mga DepEd orders na to. So, we have DepEd Order number 8, series of 2015. The policy guidelines in classroom assessment for the K-12 basic education program assessment should be used to inform and improve classroom practices and promote learning outcomes. If my memory serves me right, nung pinatupad po ang classroom assessment na yan, meron pong 3 components na ginigradean sa isang estudyante. Ito po yung written works, performance tasks, and quarterly exam. Okay, 3 po sila. Yan po ay ginamit natin until last year first quarter. Bakit last year first quarter lang po? Kasi meron na naman pong binabang DepEd order ang Department of Education. Ito po yun. Ayan, policies and guidelines for classroom assessment, DepEd order number 012 series of 2020, adoption of the basic education learning continuity plan for school year 2020-2021 in light of the COVID-19 pandemic. So, nabago po yan dahil sa ating present situation. Kaya sabi dyan, to supplement the said DepEd order, the DepEd issues the interim policy. When we say interim, it means pansamantala. Hanggat hindi pa nawawala yung pandemic, ito muna po yung gagamitin nating way ng pag-grade sa inyo. Okay? So, sabi dyan, in light of the basic education learning continuity plan to provide guidance on the assessment of student learning and on the grading scheme to adopted this school year. Okay, next po. For the current school year 2020-2021, kung sasabihin nyo, ma'am, 2020-2021, last year pa po yan, ginagamit pa po yan hanggat hindi pa uli nagbababa ang DepEd ng another memo. And for the time being, wala pa po silang binababang memo. So ito pa rin po ang ating ifa-follow. Quarterly assessment shall not be administered. However, days allotted for quarterly assessment in DepEd Order 7, series of 2020-2021 may be used for the presentation of major performance for the quarter that addresses the performance standard. Okay? Quarterly examination were given a weight of 20% constantly in DepEd Order number 8 series of 2015. Since it was no longer be a part of the grading system for this school year, it previously determined weight was distributed equally into written works and performance tasks, allotting an additional 10% to each component. This maintains an emphasis on performance tasks for some learning areas. That is why dalawa na lang po ngayon ng components ng ating grading system, the written works and the performance tasks. But yung 20% sa quarterly exam ay dinistribute dun sa dalawa. Kaya mataas ngayon ang percentage ng written works, pero mas mataas ang percentage ng performance tasks. Ito po yun. Sige po. Ayan, weight distribution of summative assessment components per learning area for grade 1 to grade 10. Written works, 40% para sa language, AP, ESP. Ang performance task naman ng language, AP at ESP is 60%. While sa science and math, we have 50% for written works and we also have 50% for performance tasks. And for MAPE, EPP, TLE, 30% for written works and 70% naman for performance tasks. So as you can see, medyo lumalamang talaga yung performance tasks. Ma'am, paano yan? Wala ng quarterly exam. Di ba nga po, dinistribute ang kanyang percentage doon sa dalawa, tig 10. So yung quarterly exam natin, we call it now long quiz. Yan po yung sinasagutan nyo sa inyong Genyo. Okay? So yun po. Next. Sige po ma'am, next po. Ayan. So bibigyan ko lang kayo ng pinaka-sample kung paano namin kinocompute yung inyong grades sa subject po na language, AP and ESP. Ito po ay ginagamit natin for grade 1 to grade 10 and senior high school core subjects. For example, yung highest possible score nyo para sa written works, 20, 25, 20, 20 for a total of 85. Ano po ba yung mga written works na yan? Kasama na po dyan yung long quiz, yung quizzes ninyo, summative test, assignments, and essay. Okay, so kunwari siya ay may total na 85 at yung learner A ay nakakuha siya ng 18, 22, 20, 17, and for a total of 77. So ngayon itong 77 times 100 divided by the total number of items is equal to, the possible score is 91. So ngayon yung 91 ito times natin sa 0.14, magkakaroon tayo ng 36.4. So performance test naman, we have yung possible score nila is 15, 15, 25, 20 for a total of 75. Pero mind you, meron tayong sariling performance task na i-discuss ko later on. Kunwari nakakuha si learner A ng 12, 13, 19, 15, ang total niya is 56. Ito times uli natin sa 100 divided by total. So 70, total number of items, I mean. So, ito times po uli natin siya sa 60. So, magiging 45% po siya. Ang initial grade niya is 81.4. Pero meron tayong tinatawag na transmutation table. So, hahanapin namin yung equivalent ng initial grade ninyo. At pag nahanap namin, 81.4 is 88, yan po ang inyong quarterly grade. At yan po ang makikita ninyo sa inyong SF9 or report card. Okay, so sample lang po yan. Next. Next slide. Okay na po, ma'am. Ayan. Ito po yung written works comprises of the following: homeworks, assignments. So kailangan talagang gagawa po tayo niyan. Essay and composition, seat work, worksheets, sheets, and quizzes. Long quiz, same as quarterly test. At may schedule po tayo para dyan. Now, let's have the performance task. Okay, on performance task breakdown naman, ito po yung bumubuo dyan: individual demonstration, 20 points, group presentation, 10 points, oral work recitation, 20 points, project, 10 points, attendance, 20 points, character, 20 points, for a total of 100 points. And by the way, sa attendance, katulad pa rin po ng dati nating ruling, pag po kayo ay absent pero may excuse letter po kayo, minus 0.5 lang po. Pero kung mag-absent po kayo at wala po kayo excuse letter, minus 1.4. Okay, so yan po. katulad ng binanggit kanina ni Ma'am Jen, dalawang components lang naman ng pag-aaralan natin, di ba? Yung written works at performance task. Huwag na po tayong tamarin dyan, okay? Mag-aral na po tayo ng mabuti. Okay, next po. Ayan, total number of items of quizzes for grade level. So, dahil kayo ay grade 7 hanggang grade 10 po, actually hanggang grade 12 po yan, 100 points po. Okay, next. Ayan, total number of items for long quiz, grade 7 to grade 12 is 100 items din po. Okay. Next po. Ayan, so, ayan na po ang aking report. Sana po meron po kayong naintindihan, meron po kayong natutunan. At kung may question po kayo, pagkatapos po ng lahat ng speakers, pwede nyo pong i-ask, pwede nyo pong i-write sa chat box po natin. Okay, maraming salamat for listening and have a nice day po. God bless us all.
Thank you so much, Ma'am Domingo. Now, may I present to you our newest assistant school principal, the ever so hardworking Mrs. Maria Teresa A. Torrechante, to discuss the class schedules, roles, and responsibilities.
Good afternoon. Hi everyone. Can you hear me po? Pa-thumbs up na po kung naririnig ako. Okay, so very good. So this afternoon, I shall be discussing with you and I shall be presenting to you your schedules, your class schedule. So please monitor and observe, and you can screenshot if ever your schedules will be shown or will be presented. But before that, let me welcome each and everyone first. Welcome to another fruitful school year 2021-2022. So I would like to welcome all the parents, the junior high school students, our new students, our old students, as well as our transferees. Welcome and thank you for trusting St. Francis Institute Learning and Business High School Incorporated once again. Okay. So if we are ready, I shall now present to you the class schedule. So be quick, you can screenshot. But anyway, I would just like to remind that if ever you cannot screenshot this, but I will give you time if ever. But don't worry, your school advisor or your class advisor shall be forwarding these class schedules of yours, so don't worry, okay? So anytime this week, so before the class starts on August 23, you shall be receiving your class schedules, don't worry. Okay, let's start now, Ma'am Eva. Let's start with, sige po, next po, Ma'am Eva. The Junior High School Main Campus and Soldiers Corps Branch. Okay. The Grade 7 St. Martha class schedule. Ayan yung schedule nyo. Grade 7 Main Campus and Soldiers Corps. Okay. So notice that you have a 15-minute break pa din. And then you'll be off at 4:05. But remember, look, every Friday, you shall be having homeroom sessions with your class advisor. So notice po yan, this homeroom session with your advisor, okay? As well as your MAPE and ESP. Can we go now to the grade 8 Main Campus and Soldiers? Next po. Okay, for the grade 8 St. Teresa class of Main Campus and Soldiers, that will be your schedule. Okay, next po, grade 9 St. Mary class. Okay, now for grade 9 St. Elizabeth, the grade 10, St. Lucille? Okay, for both main campus and soldiers po yan, ang grade 10. Now, let's go for Woodside and Los Pinos branch. Grade 7, St. Martha class schedule. Thank you. And for grade 8, this is your grade 8 St. Teresa schedule. For grade 9, and for grade 10, okay, now let's go to the next branch. For Mary Holmes branch this time, grade 7, please. Okay, grade 8. Followed by grade 9. And the grade 10 class schedule. For the Camellia branch, grade 7 St. Martha's, this is your schedule. Grade 8, St. Teresa, Camellia. Grade 9, please. And grade 10. Now let's go to the Heights branch schedules. Okay, for grade 7, this is your schedule. Grade 8, grade 9, and grade 10. Okay. So I would just like to remind everyone that there will be 2 scheduled or announced Saturdays for a particular month for worksheets or performance activities that will be counted as attendance. Okay. Anyway, don't worry. You will be notified and for these 2 Saturdays of each month. Okay. And please, whatever will be the activities involved for this, either through worksheets or for performance task activities, please do cooperate and participate because this is regarded as and counted as your attendance. Okay, next go. Let's go to the roles and responsibilities as learners like you during online situations like this or online teaching. Okay, so while waiting for the presentation, again, I would like to welcome each and everyone. Thank you for trusting St. Francis once again. I know miss nyo na yung, miss nyo na yung face-to-face activities, di ba? Nakikita sa mga sa mga Facebook posts nyo yung mga throwback activities and throwback pics. Okay, so let's go to the roles and responsibilities. Okay po. What are the expectations for the students, parents, and as well as for the teachers? Let's go first for you, for students like you. Number 1, what are we going to expect from you? Number 1, you should attend classes on time and should be regularly. So religiously attend classes. So if ever there will be some problems to be encountered regarding your attendance, please notify already or immediately your advisors, or your teachers. Number 2, accomplish tasks and complete homework on time. Number 3, be prepared for classes with all the necessary materials. Number 4, ask a question when something is not clear. Number 5, maintain good physical health through exercise, proper nutrition, and adequate sleep. Number 6, follow procedures, rules, and policies. How about for our dear parents? Number 1, please set up a study space and provide the required technology of system. Alam ko naman po, na-provide naman po yan. Number 2, prepare for technical issues that may come up. So as I said po earlier, and as was reminded earlier, if there will be technical problems to be encountered or you are encountering as the classes progresses, kindly notify immediately the concerned teacher. Number 3, see to it that your child establishes a routine for working on his or her virtual activities daily. Pa-visit lang po ng Genyo natin, and then help your children maintain a regular study schedule. Number 5, monitor your child's progress weekly using the LMS. Yung Genyo po natin. Reminders to parents, please do not participate to class to ask questions. Instead, allow your child to ask the teacher. So, alam naman ng mga parents din natin. So, yun lang po. If ever there will be questions, later na lang po after the last speaker. Thank you. God bless and stay safe.
Thank you so much, Ma'am Torrechante. Now, last but not the least, our passionate and kind-hearted school principal, Mrs. Alicia M. Danao, to show us the school's tentative schedule of activities and some reminders for our dear parents and learners.
Hello, Franciscan. Am I loud and clear?
Yes, Ma'am Danao.
Thank you, ma'am. A joyful and blissful afternoon to our Franciscan Junior High School learners. I am happy to see all of you this afternoon attending our school's orientation for academic year 2021-2022. I will be showing you the tentative schedules and upcoming contests since our school year is nearly coming to start. So upcoming activities and contests. We have virtual field trip under Genyo. Okay, so the remaining part of August is our regular classes for all levels on August 23, where you can meet your class advisors. And then August 27, the Buwan ng Wika celebration via Zoom. Next. Okay, on September 6, that will be your first grooming inspection for the month of September, then followed by Mama Mary's birthday celebration via Zoom. And then for September 17, that will be for elementary, preschool and elementary pupils. Gardenia Online School Nutri Tour. That's the schedule. Okay, on October 4, we have another grooming inspection for the month of October. And then we will be celebrating the St. Francis Feast Day via FB or Facebook Live Mass. And then your first quarterly long test will be on August 20, 21, and 22. Next slide, please. Okay, so this year, you will have math contests via Genyo. It is like just a test, a short quiz. And then we have also Battle of the Brains for the teachers. Next slide, please. For November, Talas Easy for teachers. Math contest also. So teachers, be ready. And then for the learners, we have Christmas card making contest for elementary. That's for elementary. And then for preschool to grade 3, we have headdress making contest. Another one, Christmas carol contest, just like what you have done last year. It is very successful. Next one, we have also science contest via Genio also. And then for junior and senior high school, we have virtual tour challenge. And then for elementary, again, we have storytelling contest. Then for the for preschool, we have look alike a hero contest. And then reminders for parents and learners. Number 1, submit ID picture with white background. Number 2, observe proper grooming during the photo shoot at home. Number 3, wear the prescribed uniform. Number 4, to be submitted to your class advisor. Number 5, kindly follow the sample ID picture that will be showing to you. That's for preschool. Next, for elementary. Next, for junior high school. And that will be for senior high school. Okay, next. Okay, date of submission will be on August 27, 2021 to your class advisor. So don't forget to wear your school uniform. Do you understand? Okay, if you have question, you may do it using the chat box later. Thank you very much for listening.
Thank you so much, Ma'am Danao. May I call on Ms. Rhea A. Antonio, the team leader of Springville Heights branch, to present the school's mission and vision.
Let us recite our school's vision and mission. Vision, a community of learners committed to develop in the students the leadership skills and awareness that each child is a unique individual and to keep his scholastic standing at the highest level. Mission, to create a loving and learning environment that empowers the person through academic excellence and instill into the mind of our students the core gospel value of truth, the Christian principle of love for work, the Franciscan trust of prayer and loyalty to his school.
Thank you so much, Ma'am Antonio. At this juncture, you may now type your questions on the Zoom chat box. Again, type your questions if you have one, and we will read and answer it.